It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. Seneca. There is a truth about greatness that we often forget. It doesn't come easy. It is not handed to you. As Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness." This simple yet profound statement captures a universal truth, that the journey to achieving something extraordinary is never smooth. It is marked by challenges, failures, and struggles. Yet, it is precisely these difficulties that shape us and prepare us for greatness. In today's world, where instant gratification is the norm, the idea of struggling to achieve greatness might seem old-fashioned. Social media is filled with images of overnight successes, where everyone appears to have effortlessly reached their goals. But is this what greatness truly looks like? The reality is far different. Most of what we see is a polished highlight reel, carefully curated to hide the struggles and failures behind the scenes. Every great achievement has a backstory of perseverance, determination, and grit. Take a moment to think about some of the most iconic figures in history. Nelson Mandela endured 27 years in prison, emerging as a beacon of hope and a symbol of reconciliation. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, famously failed thousands of times before finally achieving success. Their roads were anything but easy, yet it was those very hardships that made their triumphs so impactful. The rough road was not an obstacle to their greatness. It was the foundation of it. Struggles, as uncomfortable as they may be, have the power to shape us. They test our resolve, push us to grow, and reveal our inner strength. Seneca himself believed that difficulties strengthen the mind, just as labor strengthens the body. Imagine clay on a potter's wheel. Without the pressure and shaping, it would never transform into something beautiful. Similarly, without resistance and struggle, we cannot realize our full potential. But greatness doesn't always have to mean fame or fortune. For some, it's about becoming the best version of themselves. It's about overcoming personal battles, breaking free from self-doubt, or simply finding the courage to keep going after a setback. Your rough road might not look like anyone else's. It could be navigating a challenging career, healing from loss, or even just getting through a particularly tough day. The point is, the struggle is deeply personal, and so is the greatness that comes from it. Seneca's philosophy offers a powerful way to reframe these challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as barriers, what if we viewed them as opportunities to learn and grow? Every setback can teach us something valuable if we're willing to look for the lesson. Progress might be slow, but each small step forward brings us closer to our goals. The rough road doesn't demand perfection, it demands persistence. It's also important to remember that we don't have to walk this road alone. Seneca emphasized the value of friendship and community. He believed that true friends are those who understand us and support us, especially in times of difficulty. Surrounding ourselves with people who inspire and uplift us can make the journey less daunting and more meaningful. Together, we can tackle challenges that might feel insurmountable on our own. When we look at the rough road with the perspective of a Stoic, we begin to understand its value beyond the immediate hardships. Seneca often wrote about the importance of preparing the mind for adversity. He argued that by expecting challenges and embracing them when they arrive, we arm ourselves with resilience. This doesn't mean becoming cold or indifferent to pain, far from it. It means recognizing that hardship is an inevitable part of life and seeing it as an opportunity for growth rather than as a punishment. Consider the metaphor of a sculptor chiseling a block of marble. Each strike of the hammer might seem destructive, but with every chip, the marble becomes closer to its intended form. The same principle applies to us. Life's challenges are the chisels that shape us into something extraordinary. Without them, we would remain unformed, lacking the depth and character that make us who we are. The rough road also teaches us patience. In a culture that often values speed over substance, the slow, deliberate process of overcoming challenges can feel counterintuitive. But greatness is rarely achieved in haste. It requires time, effort, and a willingness to endure setbacks without losing sight of the goal.
As Seneca himself said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. The rough road prepares us so that when opportunities arise, we are ready to seize them.
We also learn humility on the rough road. There's something grounding about facing difficulties. It reminds us that we are human, that we have limits, and that we need others. This humility can deepen our connections with those around us. It allows us to empathize with others who are facing their own rough roads, fostering a sense of shared humanity. In this way, our struggles not only benefit us, but also enable us to support and inspire others. Another powerful lesson of the rough road is self-discovery. It's often during our darkest moments that we learn the most about ourselves. We discover strengths we didn't know we had, values we hold dear, and passions that drive us. These insights can transform our lives, helping us to align our actions with our true selves. The rough road, though painful, can be a path to authenticity. It's worth noting that the rough road is not just about enduring hardships, but also about actively choosing to face them. There's a certain courage in deciding to take the difficult path when an easier one is available. This courage is a hallmark of greatness. It's the resolve to say, I will not settle for mediocrity. I will strive for something more, even if it costs me comfort. When we finally reach the heights of greatness, we'll look back on the rough road with gratitude. The struggles, the failures, the moments of doubt, they're what make the achievement so worthwhile. Seneca's wisdom reminds us that fear of the rough road should not hold us back. Instead, we should embrace it, knowing that it is the very path that leads to something extraordinary. So, the next time you find yourself faced with a challenge, remember this: the rough road is not a detour, it is the way. And as you take that first step, know that you are following in the footsteps of countless others who have walked similar paths and emerged stronger, wiser, and greater for it. What lies ahead may be difficult, but the heights of greatness await those who are willing to endure and persevere.